how you doing? I'm Colin and this is Shine Automotive, and it is proper late. It's so late, but I'm just dead keen on knocking content out at the moment. Right, a few of you have DM'd me on Instagram wanting a transit video, and at the moment the Cavalier is a proper massive push for what we're doing to raise money for the charity, so we must get the Cavalier out of the way. Once the Cavalier is out of the way, we can focus, and hopefully the weather will get better. Lewis will get on with the transit and I'll get back on with the XRTT, so it'll be videos in between them two. So what I've done is I found all the footage of the transit video, and there's loads of unseen bits in this. So if you want to watch it, it's there. It's free content for you. Enjoy it, whatever. Some of it, if you struggle getting to sleep on a night time, just stick this video on and enjoy. Thanks guys, cheers for all your support with the channel as well. Right, enjoy. This is a long video. I'm off to bed now. Alright, how you doing? I'm Colin and this is Shine Automotive. And behind there is my Mark IV Transit Turbo. Rare as hell, getting rare as hell, and it's done 80,000 miles. I did start doing it about 5 years ago, but in this space here, all this space used to be our workshop, and tragically I had a little bit of a garage fire, and the insurance was 2 weeks out. So when the police came to do the investigation, the first thing they said, who you insured with, because everybody around the town, insurance job. Guess what? My insurance was out by 2 weeks, and it cost me a fortune, and I nearly lost Shine Automotive Company. It was on the bones of my ass. How I got through the last 5 years, I just don't know. But what I want to do is this video is to see what interest that gets. So we're going to attempt to get it dug out of there today, see if it'll run, see if I can drive it out, get it washed down, and I'm going to clear out this, and I'm going to clear out this shed. I'm going to get Wayne's race car back, and have a bit of a sort out in here, because this is where I did some paint work on the race truck in the summer, and I haven't finished boxing the end off, and I was going to put some doors on, but I aim to get the transit parked in there so it is dry over winter. So I've got all this to sort out, but it might not even run. Might not be able to get it running. It's been sat there for a long time. So I've got that car in the way I've got to move. I've got to try and move this transit that I was doing as well. I've had for donkeys. I was going to make that into a recovery truck. With my old recovery truck, because I had a Mark IV, and sadly the cab got burnt out with a fire, and I just couldn't be bothered with it. Everything had sort of, my heart fell out. You can imagine, everything just got burnt down. I had loads of my own possessions, everything. Loads of my mates lost stuff. It wasn't a good time in my life. So I did chop the body off, but I literally just chopped the chassis, the cab off, scrapped it, and I've kept that on the wheels. We did have a digger so we can move it about. So there is that possibility of that body going onto that Mark IV. Sorry, going onto that Mark V. I think Mark V, Mark VI. I don't know, I'm getting proper confused here. But anyway, let's get these cars shifted first, and let's see if we can get that old turbo transit to sing. I'm going to take the cam cover off, just make sure the cam belt's enough to get started, and get it dug out. But there's loads of stuff to move. So basically with this video is a tester to see if that gets a lot of interest. I will actually film doing the restoration next year, but once I've got it in there and I get some power in there, I can drop on and do a bit of welding in there. In the summer I'll try and work it on, and I could maybe get the shot blasters to come down and get the chassis shot blasted again, get it acid etched in there, get it built up to a stage where we can get it into paint, or I paint it in there if we got finished. But we'll see, because they are shooting up in value and I want to save it, and we've got loads of projects. I've got to try and get on with Wayne's SD1 at some point as well. We've got loads on. Got the MR2, bought that cheap out of a field, did a little taster video on that. Didn't really get much reception, but this time last year we only had 900 subscribers and we've just clocked 10,000, which is nuts, and that's down to you lot. And I love making this sort of content. I just love it. It's brilliant. It keeps me occupied, keeps me out of trouble. So yeah, right, let's go get the boost back and see if we can get that car shifted. But I think that van's gonna have to be shifted, and there's a car there that needs to be shifted, but that van doesn't start. I don't think it'll start. we'll see. We'll just crack on. That's what we do, crack on. Stop. No, I don't want the radio on. Right, first car started up and driving very easily. That isn't a problem. That's just an easy one. Easy one. Let's get this well down out the way. Ding, ding. Yes, I haven't got my seatbelt on. We know this. It might not even run yet. So what we're going to do is I'm going to attempt to get that running. I'm just in that mood when I hear stuff run. And this doesn't have a fuel filter housing on. I lent it to somebody, so I believe it's in the car. If it's not, where is it in snooker? It's on the driver's seat. So I'll get this chucked on, literally just chucked on, prime it up and see if we can get this to run, which would be interesting because it's parked over the drain and the board has cracked. So it'll be all right. Just send it on. The drain's cracked, as you see that board there, so let's just see. Let's just see. Try and get the bonnet open for one. The key's a bit way up. That was easy enough. Where do these go? Ah, we don't even need to bolt it in place. Just slide her on. Slide her in. That on there. That wedged in there. Which one do you go on? Go on, get on there. Yeah, so much for keeping clean hands today. Come on, girl. How is it? One down. Right, there ain't no chance. Right. Oh, it's on the top. That jump pack isn't going to start it, like. I have no idea. There's no coolant in it. I think we robbed some off it. This boost pack definitely isn't going to start this. I don't think so. See if she'll turn over first.
Sparks there, boy. I need a hand in a minute.
You need a hand? I think it's going to be the battery side on it. Yeah, I've put the filter on. I've tried it. Let's see if she'll start. What do you think? It's been parked there a long time, hasn't it?
With no housing on it.
Yeah, no housing, no water in it.
No exhaust on it.
No exhaust.
Half a turbo on it.
Yeah.
Dog poo in it.
There's no dog poo in it. There's got plenty of dog.
It's had plenty of fleas in it.
It's going to want the...
Nothing there?
No. I think I'll just get the... It ain't going to start, like. I'll have to get the dump these on.
Baby. too flat, lad.
I'll get the jump pack out.
Jump pack's there.
We get the things out. Right, I'll come and get your hand. Let's go and help. Look at the state of me. I'm just going to go and help Sam out. Don't know what he needs hand with. They're not reaching in a million. Don't even have a battery on it. Come on, reach. Reach.
Let's give it some double bubble. Double bubble trouble. Come on, girl.
It started a lot easier than I thought, but I've got to try and get over this and get, oh God, blooming hell, look at this. So it's wedged in a hole, there. If I can get this out without any issues, it could be fun. It could be fun. I think there's only one thing to do. Just get in it, give it loads of beans, and see if we can, get in it, give it loads of beans, and see if we can get it out of there.
I think it's the front wheel. I think it's that wheel there. Sounds well.
Sounds right.
You know what? I think it must only be top end. It's running too good.
Yes. We got it out. Such a shame. Something's gone wrong with the top end in it, but the chassis, I think it's the 4. Is it the 4-ton one so it could carry loads of weight? And the chassis, in all fairness, I know it's covered in green. It's proper mint. It just wants arches and sills and that. We might do it. If you want to see something like that and into build into a recovery truck, let us know, because the more feedback I get out of these little like videos will show whether we put it into the channel, because that for work would be handy. It's just handy.
Stop there.
Hey, you doing the spins. So right, on to the big one. See what?
It's actually smaller.
Yeah, I know it's smaller. I know what you're saying. But first, obviously, this has been sat here for about 5 years, maybe a little bit longer. And I was doing it, obviously, like I said, with what happened with the fire. So I'm just going to get a shovel because there's a few on the floor. Clean that out. Some nice ones. They're all hidden though. Clean them out, and then we're going to open the bonnet, see if we can get in the bonnet for once. And we maybe just pull the cam cover back, make sure the belt isn't about to drop to bits, and then we'll see if she'll start, and then we'll get it a wash down. Then we'll give it a wash down. That was too good to be true, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Can you remember what you said the bonnet had to go?
No idea.
Stay well. Still has. It can't do another year outside. It has got slight damage from the fire, this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She green?
She's not, there's no mould in this life.
Full of
Yeah, just wait, it's all the bits.
Oh.
No way. Bonnet is open. I think I'll just move some of this stuff while I'm here. Big camera over.
Into the village of Bear Doom. It's a good box, that.
Need Anderson's to come pick that cargo up now. I've never seen it. Right, let's have a look at the bonnet then. Well, not the bonnet.
There's the bonnet.
It needs rescuing before it has any more time, because this, you see behind there,
It's brand new, isn't it?
It just rots out where I've got these bits. Got them panels. Don't like to say another year the battery tray's gone now. But it just, if you leave it outside, it's going to disintegrate anymore. All that inner wheel arch has gone now. We see there was nothing wrong with that before. So it will be a case of pull the engine out, set to, get some inner wheel arches ordered, both sides now. From when I did it, that wing they've stayed all right, but when I spot welded them on, I never ground them back because I knew we might be leaving it here sometime. And especially when the fire happened, that was the end of that. So you have to take loads off to get to the
Don't matter, it's on push rod, so you'll be getting
no, right,
redoing it anyway.
We'll just try and start it.
Look.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at? What have you seen?
Something on top of the pump. Ugh.
Electrical. Yeah, it's an electrical one, isn't it? It's not the, because this is the turbo one. Rare as hell. Rare as hen's teeth. Right, I'll see if this battery will start it then, eh? See if that battery's had any life.
It's lion power.
Lion, let's have a look. Let's put the ignition on, see what we've got. Absolutely nothing. If this will start without any issues, I'd be gobsmacked. I'd be gobsmacked. We'll try it with a boost back, but it ain't gonna do it. But who knows? Oh, it's bloody shit washed down. That's a poo. Got my new shoes on.
Your new Gucci Barber flip.
Got my Gucci sliders on, my low cost sliders. I think what we'll do though is we will just check the oil. There's oil in there.
Test it. Test alright.
Yeah.
It's fine, isn't it?
The diesel filter's not looking so desirable. Better check the coolant just now.
See it from here, look. We already
Yeah, well, I'm
checked
so quite surprised that coolant's really, really clean in there.
Test it.
Could do with a drop, but it ain't gonna start.
What about that level of the air filter?
You what?
What about the level of the air filter?
The air filter? Down there?
No, the level of it.
The level of it?
Yeah.
The air filter level?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Right, okay.
They're normally up there, aren't they?
That one's down there.
We have ignition.
Oh, we've got wipers. Well, got a wiper motor. Come on, old DI. Oh, we've got side lights.
What about a horn? No way. Right.
Hold on, let's try the horn again.
Oh, it's broken.
Ah, no.
What's happened there?
Won't be doing that again, will he?
Have you been up to your no good?
Go on then. Oh. I reconditioned that starter 5 years ago. The jump pack's unfortunately not going to do it.
Not enough for it. So once again, we'll go get my mother's faithful car and we'll charge it up for 20 minutes. We've got some sweeping and washing to do. Nice.
What? I go in the drain, alright?
I'm not handing anything over it, and I'll get bloody great there.
Mate, who told you it was a turbo? It's not a turbo.
It's not.
It does.
I know it does.
Look at it. Slap the body.
I don't go in the lower part. said, will it? Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Easy just to clean up that one side.
Yeah, don't let them look to them. Couple of good ladies like them bigger. Yeah. Left.
Hit it.
Not worrying, Mum.
The car door didn't hit the tripod. Didn't spark. I absolutely do not hold. I just don't think it's going to start. It's been here too long, and we're just like putting the key back on and hope for the best. It isn't really the ideal thing to do. Wait, it's not Steve, it's the close.
What a lot of rubbish them jump leads are.
Every jump leads I have are rubbish. I've never really used jump leads. I think a battery with them. I think a battery with a bit of half decent life might help. That's why I'm going to go look for a battery. Right, it's got some more juice, leave it a bit I suppose. Doing my head in. Tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the boost pack on it as well. Sod it. Whoa, what are you doing that for? Don't do that. Minutes like that. Gotta do something, ain't it? nearly there, it's getting there, nearly back by the sound of it. Give it a bit longer. I'm getting impatient. Just want to hear it run, if it will. Nearly, it sounded so good. Bloody thing. Come on, girl. I think the starter motor has failed. This isn't going well now, is it? Bloody hell. I braked the hell out the starter motor and I forgot to press the torque. Up there, it sounds sweet as nut and all. Just getting it out that's going to be a good thing, if it'll move. Thanks for the use of the car, mother.
the wheels are getting done and that anyway, so it doesn't matter. Colin using his favourite tool. Are you going to do some sick wheel spins, bro?
Yeah, I want it out.
Told you it won't coming out. Probably not as bad as what you think. Take a while to get 5 litres out. Maybe you need more speed. Bro, you wrecking my tyres! You should just free the brakes off properly.
leave it now. You must have a leak from oil filter. 15 minutes.
Oh, you it like.
What, the radiator?
Blow on the radiator, oil it out everywhere. What an animal.
Well, the radiator's gone. It's leaking oil, but that's out of the oil filter. But I've got it sort of out. So I'm just going to leave it there to get it washed down. At least I know now it runs, all the brakes, everything's seized up. It's been there that long, but I wanted to get it out. And it's got a massive oil leak, so I need to get some stuff down on the floor to get that cleaned off. I'm going to get it turned off now. I don't think I'm going to try and move it around. We can have a look round it now. Right, you see the culprit's leaking from the oil filter. So I'm going to get some stuff down on the floor. I'm going to order an oil filter for it. Don't know where the radiator's gone. It's gone at the bottom. The radiator's knackered. I will have a look to see if I've got a radiator I can use. For the time being, it's just age related, but the engine runs absolutely sweet as a nut. I should have spent time doing the brakes, but it's a bit boring, isn't it? See, all that abuse. There's been no pressurising up in that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to order an oil filter for it now. And yeah, get this oil cleaned up, and then we'll fix it up and do the bits here. Yeah, great. What a mess I made. I just rang up for a radiator and a fortune, and I don't know when I'm going to get round to doing it. So I've got this radiator, which I'm just, oh no, I have to bung that all up. That's not a major issue though. I don't know if these pipes are going to be the same. Just to clag it on, really. I've got an oil filter coming. If I can get it off and just plonk it in front of it. The fan, don't need the fan cowling for now. And just take it off and just plonk it in front of it, and that should help if it will fit. Well, it ain't gonna fit. I'll just slot it in front of it. Because I don't want to knacker it up, because I can't believe how well it run. It's losing light, and today I was like, oh, I'm going to get this video done in one day and get it out and smash it out and go and edit it. But it ain't going to happen. So we'll leave it till tomorrow. Got Lewis the apprentice in tomorrow, so he can give us a hand. So yeah, might see if I can fit that radiator, but I might not film it because it might be boring. I'll do a stick it on a time lapse. I'll have a look. I don't even know if it's the same size yet. Who knows? Who knows? What's it need? Just that 210mm. Oh, they ain't coming off in a hurry. Wow, that is rotten. That is rotten. Rotten beyond belief. To just break it off because it's knackered. No way. You've over. That hasn't just come off there. That has just come off there. I don't believe that, like. You know, other side's not going to do the same. What? You just knew it. So I could have writ on it. I could have like wrote about it. That radiator is finished, and I'm getting in a rage.
Right, it is the following day, and I was messing on trying to make a radiator fit. I was stupid, and I spoke to my mate Amph. I painted his Mark 3 Transit. Now I'm getting all this right. I painted his Mark 3 Transit about 6 years ago, and it still looks mint now. I'll put a picture up. So, and he had a spare radiator. It's a slightly bit smaller, but everything will fit in the right place. But I'm busy in the garage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the apprentice have a go today. All right, Lewis? Yeah? Lewis is going to... I'm going to stick it on a time lapse, and Lewis is just going to steady work around having a go at fitting the radiator and removing the oil filter and putting the other oil filter on. I think it's a good thing for him to work on stuff like this, to learn, because it's ideal, because if anything is broken, I ain't going to have a customer screaming down at my neck. Right, so what I want you to do, I'm not even going to tell you where the oil filter is. I want the oil filter removing, because it's rotten, and when we started it, can you see the leak there? It's just it's developed a leak. So where the leak is a telltale giveaway. So once you've done that, I want you to fit the radiator, which is the one behind you there, into place. Yeah, and I want you to top it up with water first. No, in fact, just put coolant in it straight away, because I guarantee you'll have it sorted all right. Then, once you've done that, give me a shout, because we might drain the oil and put some fresh oil in it. But I want that back wheel off. Them back wheels off, so you've got to safely jack it up, put an axle stand under. I want them wheels off, because that brake's locked on, so we need to sort out what's up with that. Then it'll be a move about, but we need to get the power washer out today and get it all washed off. And all this, you see all this stuff, because if we dragged it over to the washdown point, it would just blather stuff everywhere. So if you just literally do them bits first and then give me a shout. So I'm going to stick it on the time lapse so you work away. All right, mate? Yeah. Good lad. Right, I'm checking this footage over at the moment. I'm just making sure there's no swear words out. If you're this far into it and you're seeing me talking, comment down below with the best memory of this channel, how you found this channel, something that you really remember, and I'll pick the best two, and you'll get some Kling Sport and Silver Hook goodies and some stickers. Let's see if people are actually watching this video. Thanks. It's a good video to get you to sleep anyway, one of them. How are you getting on, Lewis?
Good, thanks.
Did you do the oil filter all right?
Yeah.
Why haven't you drained the oil out of it?
Because somebody rounded the bolts off.
I think there's nothing left of it.
Yeah.
Of the oil bung. So the oil bung is knackered. He's just finishing that, and then what he's going to do is get the back end jacked up and get that wheel off, so we can get that wheel freely turning. Then I think we'll get all this muck just scraped off, all the leaves scraped off it. We'll get the power washer set on, and we'll give it a wash. We are on with getting that cleared out in there, so we can get the older stuff put away, getting Wayne's Nova dug out. So yeah, are you enjoying being on the YouTube superstar? Yeah? Good man. Right, once you've got all that bit done, just jump straight on with the back then, all right?
Yeah. Is the axle stand over there okay? The big one?
Yeah, there is a big one over there. Perfect. All right. It's whether you get the jack to go high enough to get it under. Ideally, you want to be under the axle. So yeah, it's just whether you can get it jacked up enough to get it under.
So I'm lifting it up on that.
Yeah, lift it up under the. Just wherever you're going, just make sure you're well away from stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really do need to get this inside. Drop into this one there. Push it out there now. Yeah, this needs to be inside for winter, because then I can start cutting bits out, rolling bits back in.
Are you finished it up here now? Are you tidying up round here? One job at a time. Get finished off. You're going to need to leave the water out. Yeah? Because you might need to top it up when we've got it running. But jump onto the... Well, he's done pretty well because them wheels were proper stuck on. So he's got the wheels off now, and I've just sent him on to get some safety glasses because I need this drum off. So he's going to have to use 14 to get that drum off. So I'll just let Lewis crack on. Once he's got it off, we'll probably just get rid of everything that's in them brakes. I'm not that bothered, just so we can move it around. And we are slowly getting sorted out in it. It's taking some time because there's a lot of stuff, but we're having a good clear out, having a good sort out. What have you done?
I've got the drum brake off.
The drums off. And what, are they meant to come off?
No.
Where are they meant to be?
Right there.
Do you think they were welded on?
Pretty much.
Right. To make it easy, now, what I want you to do, because it's gonna, if we leave that on there and move it, it's gonna even make itself worse. So, what I want. Or is it going to be a nightmare? Tell you what, get them pushed in nice and well, yeah?
Yeah.
Blather that, brush it with grease, the copper grease. Absolutely lather it so it can't get chance to rust up and stick onto that drum, yeah?
Yeah.
And then put the drum back on, put the wheel back on, yeah?
Yeah.
And then make sure that when you've got that drum back on and that wheel on, you can actually do that, yeah? Turn that, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think you could do that?
Yeah. Is that copper, sir?
Any grease, mate, just lather it so it hasn't got chance of it welding itself to the drum, and you can get rid of them unless you want to keep them. Do you want to keep them?
I'm alright.
Show me your smiley face with them. No, come on, think about it. Just use one and show me your smile. Ah, look, he's a happy chappy. Right, yeah, chuck that in the scrap bin and then carry on working away. Well done, mate. This is good learning for you, this. So Lewis has got that back wheel free, and we're now near enough cleared out in there to get it in. To stick it in. That sounds so wrong. So as soon as we've got that Fiesta put in there and sheeted up, he's just giving it a dust over. That cranked up straight away. That possibly, we did do a video years ago of it. It will be getting done on the channel, but stuff like this we're holding on because the value's going up. It's had everything done underneath, and it is literally just bodywork away and a paint job away. Inside is split mint, and then we'll get that up for sale. But if anyone wants to buy it as it is, no, I'm not going to sell it, in fact. So we can get that sorted out, because the plan is Transit in there, Fiesta in there, and the Renault 25, because we still have the Renault 25. If you've never seen that, that's one of our early videos. I'll put a link down below. And then what we'll do next is we'll get the power washer dragged out, get some power over here, and get it covered in a TFR, a G101, which is a multi-purpose cleaner, and get it all power washed down, get all that moss and mould, get it, see how clean it'll look. So, so it might just wash away with all the rust. Bella, do you mind? Do you mind? Oh, but I just wanted to... Oh, you can see my voice. Oh, but Dad, I just wanted to throw the ball. Dad, throw the ball. Waffle. Do you know what you're doing, Lewis?
Yeah, I was just saying it looks a bit diluted. Already.
Well, have you got? Is it G1?
Yeah.
No, that's G101.
Go on, dip it in. Yeah, no, that's that just gone. Scale it all in. Right, so we have the Transit now. So she's ready for the big wash and get rid of all that mould. And then she's got a home nearly ready for her to go in. Looking nice. It's like the Bronx up here. So yeah, what we'll do is we're going to soak it down in cleaner first, and we'll stick it on a time lapse. Stop moving the tripod when you're doing this. And we'll stick it on a time lapse and work away. Just stand by that Transit, Sam, and say, Colin, it's a Mark 5, not a Mark 4.
Colin, this is not a Mark 4, it is a Mark 5, 1998. What? This is a Mark 4. It is, isn't it?
It's not a Mark 4.
Is it a Mark 5 then?
It's a 6.
Or is that a Mark? How do you know that that's a 6 and that's a 5?
That's a Mark 5 and that's a Mark 6.
But you've been telling everyone that that's a Mark 4.
Yeah, I know, because I get it wrong all the time.
But you sure that's a Mark 6?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes, because you can put the Mark 7 front end on.
Well, it says Mark 7 there on the ceiling.
Does it, heck?
It does. Tell it.
No, it doesn't.
What's it say?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it
What's it say,
doesn't.
dogs?
It says absolutely nothing, you turnip. Stop to the lead. You get yourself climbed on there, you know, mate.
Ah, well, that'd be better, won't it?
Yeah. Done a step. Today we've been filming the Transit Mark 5, getting it up and running and getting it put away eventually for winter where it's been stored down there for ages. Videos coming out in between Christmas and New Year, boys and girls. Oh! Well, you just look at that. Just look at that. Just look at that. That's loads better. It's ready to go away. I'm just going to get all this floor cleaned up. The chassis isn't that bad. It's starting to break out in a couple of places I've seen. But when I first started doing it, obviously I had the chassis shot blasted, and I only put the red undercut. I nearly said red lead, but it's not red lead anymore. I should have acid etched it. It broke out in a few places, but it isn't bad at all. The cab has seen a bit worse. The inner arches now, where all the moss and that has been sat, that's gone. So, but you can get inner arches. The inner steps have gone now as well, but you can get inner steps. So I've still got all the bit to do this side. So if you want to see this get done on the channel, let me know. That's a proper, let me know in the comments down below. And I'm going to shove it away now. I don't think you need to see that. And because it'd probably be a nightmare to move and shift it. I don't want to spin the wheels up anymore. Well, that's been the best. Hope you've had a good Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. And she's in. And the lights work. See ya! Want a biscuit? Biscuit. Yeah, give us a biscuit.